Pain dripping, wood grain gripping. I said, lane switching, let your girl missing. I said, but you know what by them 84s poking 9. Southern rays, Texas boys we showing 9. Pain dripping, wood grain gripping. I said, lane switching, let your girl missing. I said, but you know what by them 84s poking 9. Southern rays.
This thing is just,
Nickel City's AC wasn't working right, and then it was just hot there too. And I was like, I just got to be home. Like the only place that's comfortable is home.
Like, I mean, it's somebody I overheard on Tales from the Fort. What's her name was on there? Gabby was on there, and she said, "Get ready. This is going to be the coolest summer we have from now on." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! What
Don't wish that bad juju on us.
I
Come
know.
on now.
And I'm like, Jesus, but it's unforgiving. Like, I work outside most of the time, and it's just covered in sweat from my fucking ass to my, like, it feels like the sweat from my ass is going to my back. That's how fucking heavy it is. And it's just, whew, God bless.
Time to start the episode. Tim, are you ready?
Oh, are we already there?
As long as we talk about like ass sweat, I think it's time to go.
It's called swamp ass.
Get in here. We got to start the show. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got a hell of a show for you here on episode 144. We're getting up there. We're only 6 away from 150. Are we going to do something for 150?
No.
Nope.
Only for 200.
Sesquicentennial.
All right. Well, we have got Theresa here in the building with us, finally in the studio. How are you doing?
I am great.
It's great to have you. We had her on the show back a few months ago when we did the Visit Fort Worth. Great to have her actually here in studio. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier. And
we are the Funky Panther! Do you just not say your name now?
I said it last time.
Is this like a Prince thing? Is this like the artist form?
Y'all left me out to dry whenever I said Funky Panther last time.
This time I'm just going to go by Kids Cheer.
Okay,
Okay.
please don't.
Okay, kids, cheer.
It's like the Kids Cheer Awards. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Just kill that.
Here we go.
Just kill it.
So, you already know what it is. We are the Funky Panther. We have illustrious guests here. Nothing but illustrious guests.
That is true.
Sorry, that was a disgusting burp.
Wow.
Into this beer.
Cochino.
I feel so special.
You
Look, if
absolutely should.
If you're going to do it, just do it in the mic, man.
I'm just
let
so.
it out
I'm
there.
honestly really just so comfortable around you because you're just so down to earth and cool. And I'm,
Thank you.
Most of the people here in Fort Worth.
I know, it was weird. You were shitting with the door open out there. It's like, what is this?
Oh, it's like brothers.
Yeah, right? This is sticking my ass. No, nope. I'm going to stop there. No, everybody knows Theresa. Theresa is such a staple in the Fort Worth community. And, everyone from Lou Charles to Joe Patnev, Joseph Neville. Man, like, the list can go on and on. I wish I can give you more, but I
But you're
blank.
too tired.
It's been a long. I'm telling you.
It's these whole two people that know Teresa. I love it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
fucking-
messing with you.
Oh
I'm
man,
messing
you're
with
a huge
No,
fucking
no.
deal. I think you're one of the. And we've been trying to. I'll tell you right now. Whenever you went on Andrew's show, I was pretty fucking pissed. I mean, I was pretty pissed. Sorry, language. I was really pissed. I'm like, this girl. I mean, this late woman. Fuck. Sorry.
You're
This
starting
woman-
off real well.
This woman just didn't come visit us, and we've been wanting to have her on forever. But thank you for coming. We really appreciate you. We love you so much for everything you've done for us, and we wouldn't be where we're at if it weren't for you.
But
So,
we worked on so many episodes together. I kind of felt like I'd already been on this show
Yeah.
for sure. But I remember meeting you up at Tulips. And,
yes. We had a couple, and I hadn't. Fun fact: I didn't eat all day, and we were just kind
Oh,
of.
have mercy.
Yes, and I was loosey goosey.
Yeah, well, I'm an enabler sometimes, but but yeah, where you started talking about how much I loved the podcast, and then getting you guys involved in, before we started the Tulip series, and would you guys want to interview and talk to all the artists that we were lining up for Amplify 817? You guys have been such huge supporters from day one, and we love you for it, and yeah. So
You understand that that's nightmare fuel for me. What you propositioned us to do. Is that the
I
word?
do
Is that the word I should be
now.
using? Proposition.
Well,
That you
Sounds like a weird. Yeah, it sounds like something
that you
she shouldn't have
entangle
done.
us with.
I don't-
It's getting worse.
Some entrapment.
When you
woman's
when
gonna
you
come for me now.
asked us to do the
There we
Tulip
go.
show,
Yes.
for Amplify 17 and to get some musicians on, which I absolutely loved. I love that shit. Tim was not feeling it. He getting on stage in front of people. Javier acts like he doesn't like it, but he always does a great job.
He sweats a lot though.
He sweats, but that's fine. He does a great job. Tim, it stresses him out where he probably doesn't sleep the night before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
well, I didn't realize it at the time,
That's fine.
but I'll try to do
Yeah,
it
that's
more often
fine.
now that I do.
That's fine.
No,
I do want to say though, like just planning for that first time we were at Tulips on stage, it was just so nerve wracking that like 2 weeks before. I say 2 weeks because it just in the back of my mind, like we're gonna fuck up, we're gonna screw up.
No.
This is not gonna be a good. Oh, but
Why
man,
are
it
you
ended up.
censoring yourself?
I don't know because I want to
But
be
we had
respectful
so
with
much
her.
fun.
We did.
We
It
had
was
a
so.
great
It was.
time.
It was the.
So many people showed up.
You two ended up in a bathtub in the green room.
And
I mean,
It was beautiful.
Lorena
with
Lee.
Lorena Lee, like laughing.
She
her
got to
butt
really
off.
know us real quick.
She
She
did.
sure did.
She's like, I like you guys.
And now she loves us. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
That was perfect. And I got to meet, that was the first time we got to meet the Trend guys, and we got to meet so many different people that night.
Ernie. I met Ernie again
Ernie,
that night.
Yeah. We met some other podcasters that night. I had never met the guys from Oso, so I think this is the first time I got to meet TFTI for the first time.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was kind of this, like, perfect combination to kind of jumpstart some of the things we've been able to do. So, like, although Tim might have been kind of in a mood or thing, but, like, it was great. It worked out for us in the end.
This wouldn't happen without you.
Yeah,
That-
we
but
appreciate
that's my
that.
favorite thing is to like create these moments and find these ways to connect people
Yes,
together.
right.
And so that's what I just love. That's what I love to do. And
Yeah, I don't
so-
care for that.
Wah, Debbie Downer. Wah, wah.
You need one of those as
No,
a
no, no.
soundbite.
It was.
Color me so surprised.
It was good. It turned out good. But you know, it's always that awkward, like, because you never know. Here's what I found out about like having different musicians.
It's like
on.
a
It's
box of chocolates.
You don't know what you're gonna get. No, you just don't know how the
That's true.
musicians are gonna be with like
That and
in front of
syphilis.
people interviewing stuff like that. You don't know how they're gonna be able to respond. It really makes you have to think on your feet and drive that, communication, drive that topic or whatever that you're trying to go for. Especially if you have somebody who doesn't follow up with answer your questions with more than just I like to sing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the stressful part. So
That's why I've started. One of the things we're doing now through Amplify 17 is we're offering some of our musicians media training and walking them through how to work with professional media and to conduct themselves professionally that way, and not just give the standard answer of, when somebody says, "Hey, what was your musical influence?" and you go,
Right.
Guitar.
John Denver." Give a memorable answer
Yeah.
and whatnot. And so, working on that. But
Yeah.
That's smart because I don't think that I've ever realized it until having people on the show and seeing the various different answers we get for similar questions. Like we ask different musicians different questions, different guests in general different questions. But when we ask similar questions, it's funny to get the really cool thought through like political correct answer, and then the ones that just don't give a shit, and then some that are just like, I didn't know what to say. I'm like, you came on the show. What are you doing here?
You do know what the objective of this
Right.
activity is, right?
So
Yeah.
media training is extremely important, and so that's really cool you are doing that.
Yeah, it's just one more way that we can help these artists advance their careers and give back. So
I can't think of any, is there any other city that does something like this? Because I feel like there isn't. I know the bigger venue, like the bigger markets, like you would think they do, but I honestly don't think they do.
I'm pretty proud to say that I think Fort Worth's one of the only ones doing it the way we're doing it. And by that I mean is the collaborative nature in Fort Worth, right? So from day one, we've been involved with Here Fort Worth. We've been involved with our foundation. We're getting to know, the other partners within the music industry as far as Amplify 17. There's about 14 other cities in North America that use the platform we use for music streaming within the library because it's, commercial free music streaming, but we curate specifically for Fort Worth based artists, as you guys know. But a lot of libraries just leave it at that. But we invested in it as a way to support entrepreneurship in the city because we look at everyone in this music industry and especially these artists, these are entrepreneurs and they don't have a lot of support, and to get into these bigger networks and work that way, it takes a lot.
It does.
So if we can help them and give them a platform, I kind of like to think that Amplify is almost like a we're a matchmaker. We introduce people
Yeah.
to artists, and then if you want to go listen to them on Spotify or wherever else you want to do it, that's fine. But Amplify introduces people
Right.
to the amazing sounds of the city.
And also sometimes there's exclusives, right? That I know you had
Yeah.
something going on with Lou whenever he came out with. Y'all were exclusive to where y'all had his album before. Correct?
Yes, I begged him.
Yes.
That's the same thing with
And so-
like J-Boy too. I mean,
Yeah.
that album was out on Amplify before it was officially released on the conglomerates of streaming
And
platforms.
I'm
so
hoping we're going to get one more at the end of this month, but I can't say anything just yet.
Don't worry, I'll tick you later for it.
I know you will. But yeah, we got Lou Charles's Life Goes On album a month before it went out anywhere else, and Lou has been with us from day one. He's a huge supporter of everything we do, and I'm so excited that he's headlining.
There's
this year.
really no bigger champion, honestly, when it comes to like supporting local, because he was on with Ernie for Ernie Day, or he just pops in every now and then to listen to us and chime in.
He was on our 100th episode party,
yeah.
at our 100th episode party. He was at our first Tulip show with you and everyone else. Yeah, for sure.
And it was such a great, like, knowing him, being able to know who he is and like talk to him is a cool thing, and we wouldn't have that wouldn't happen without you. But also seeing, like, we were at the visit for here Fort Worth mixer last week, and they were talking about how they were giving $500 grants to artists to travel out, which is a very cool opportunity also.
Yes.
I think it's 20 artists they're able to give that grant to.
I think so. That's Tom's gig, so I'm not 100% sure, but it is a wonderful way to help these artists actually get out and do some touring.
Yeah.
And spread and spread their music.
in case you didn't know, touring's very expensive for these artists because they're fronting it. A lot of them are fronting it all on their
absolutely.
own. They don't have some big record label that's giving them $100,000
Right.
to go do a tour or whatever. And so you got these guys who are literally they have their day job. They have to take off work for 2 or 3 weeks. They go on these tours. They have to book. Some of them even have to book everything. They don't have managers or anything.
Right.
And they're out there spending their own hard-earned money.
Murney.
Murney.
Give me that money.
Give me that money.
And at the end of the day, they then have to distribute that to their other band members, and they're not making that much money doing it.
Right.
And so
Right.
with that and their merch sales and all that stuff, they're really hustling, and it's awesome to see a city that actually wants to promote them and give back to them and help them grow.
All right. So we jumped right into Amplify.
Yeah.
Let's take 3 steps back.
3 steps.
Who is Theresa?
2.5
What is
steps.
Teresa?
Oh,
Who's your daddy?
Let's
What
talk-
does he do?
Yeah, let's talk about you and then how you got into working with creating whatever, Amplify 817 and all that jazz. So let's get into you first.
Let's talk about little baby Teresa.
So
baby
let-
Teresa with a little.
Teresa.
let's start
grew
with,
up in Odessa, Texas.
Okay.
Oh, I love
And,
Odessa.
Wow, really?
I do. The sunsets there are very pretty.
But the smell is not.
Yeah.
It's money. The smell's money.
Right.
But
No, so we moved. My family moved up here when I was 7, and so worked real hard to get rid of that West Texas twang that you guys only hear when I get really intoxicated or really tired.
When the TX comes out.
Well, there's that. So I went to TCU and studied political science and public relations. So my
cool.
family loves to say that I got my BS in BS. And it's true. So I've actually worked in a lot of different sectors. So I started out in healthcare administration and marketing, the JPS Health Network and some other hospitals, and really loved seeing, that kind of work. I've run my own consultancy. I've worked in tech and travel. I've worked with nonprofits. And then I worked in the pharmaceutical industry for about 8 years before I went through my second round of layoffs and went, I'm kind of tired of this. And and you and I have chatted before where I said,
I feel you.
I just really wanted to take time, and I said, I'm going to look for something where I can be really creative, where I can give back and serve in some way to my community, and where I can develop people, right? And about 2 months later, a friend called and said, did you know that the library's hiring? And I was like, shh, the library? Because I've loved the library my whole life. And they needed somebody to come in and kind of really overhaul. And the Fort Worth Public Library was going through a big change at that time. And it was just the perfect fit. And it's been one of the best jobs I've ever had in my entire life. And I get kind of sappy about it, but it really is something. And when they started talking about bringing me on, this system needed somebody that wasn't kind of like a librarian that had kind of come up through the ranks. They really wanted somebody that was going to help position what we do, because really we're a voluntary department within the city. Like, you don't have to pay you have to pay your water bill and you have to do these other things. You don't have to go to a library. And in a way, we compete in what's called, the lifestyle and entertainment sector. Yeah. And so they needed somebody with that kind of a marketing spin and a look at things. And then some different experience I'd had really lent itself to building brands. And so when the idea for Amplify 17 came up in 2020, or I guess it was 2019, and then we launched in 2020, it was the first brand I had the opportunity to launch on behalf of the library. And it was just exceptional. And it's just, I feel like it's my baby.
Yeah, of course. Right, for sure.
How nerve-wracking was it to get it all together, though?
Oh, my gosh. It was crazy. We were given the opportunity to launch at the Visit Fort Worth Breakfast in 2020, right? Which is one of the biggest events we have in the city for influencers within this city, right? The people who really want to see us grow and do things. And it was the first time meeting Tom Martins and then getting to work. And it had been a little while since I'd worked with Mitch Whitten and going, no, guys, really, I promise I can do it at the level you want to do it. And they're like, yeah, but you're the library. And it was kind of like, yeah, but I got you. And so when we launched at that event, we launched really big. And I was really incredibly proud. Like, we had a whole street team there. We had our first 4, artists there. The activation went incredibly well, so well that we actually we won a award and a grant for a $10,000 grant for the marketing of that launch. So pretty darn proud of it. Yeah.
Was that the year of the tattoos, or
it was the year of the tattoos? Because I saw Taylor Pace get his little Texas with his 817 in it, and
I wish we would.
He was one of our inaugural artists.
I wish we weren't a thing by that time, but we weren't like established. But it would have been cool to,
We were in our baby years.
We were.
Yeah, everyone at that event got a metal Amplify 17 library card. God, yeah. Limited edition.
Well, you did.
I mean,
you did give us some.
Hey, I need a new one, by the way. I just want to say that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we don't have.
There's literally no more left.
And don't touch mine.
Mine,
you do still have yours in your wallet. I know you've shown me, and it is literally worn off.
Yeah.
But
I love the library because there's so much stuff to check out and do and listen to. And I maybe about 20 years ago, I used to go to the downtown one all the time, and that's where I got my love of anime. And I would get DVDs and then even music too, because I would either you had the opportunity to listen to one of the rooms that they had over there, or you could just check one out and just burn it, or I can't say that. Can I? I used to burn the CDs.
Yeah, wow. It's fine now.
But man, it was such a cool place, and I love taking my brothers over there because they would have story time stuff, and a lot of fun.
Yeah,
takes me back.
Well, I love hearing that.
I remember my first trip to the library. Not the Fort Worth one though. I'm sorry. It was River Oaks Library.
Okay.
Boo! And I just this is what I always think that libraries have a distinctive smell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
books,
some
baby.
do. I mean,
well, no, like the old. I'm talking about the old libraries. You walk in there and you've got that smell of books, right?
Dusty paper,
mildew, right?
No, it's just
30-year-old carpet.
Yeah, but there's something about it. Like you close your eyes, you walk in, and you know that you're in a library, and it's just that nostalgic feeling. And I remember going looking through all the books, and I loved anything that was historical or science or whatever, especially if it depicted the solar system and things like that. I know, but I remember getting in there and finding the book that I want to see, and oh my gosh, and opening that up and sitting down and looking through all that, and then trying to figure out how many books can I take home with me. And it did hold a very special spot in my heart. I haven't stepped foot in a library though in a very long time.
Wow.
I need to.
It felt like a safe place. Because the first one I used to go to, when I was 3 or 4 years old, was the one over there by the Gran Plaza, and that was we would go there every other day.
Yeah.
And
now we have one inside Le Grand Plaza.
I know. Yeah, that's
Gran
awesome.
Biblioteca.
Yes, it's such a great evolution of that area and the spot. I mean, it's such a great place to have it.
Well, now the location you were talking about is now the Fort Worth History Center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I still need to go check that out because I want to I want to go back and first, I love going through and checking, like, watching videos on YouTube of, like, somebody rolling video of, like, how 7th Street looked like in, like, 1990.
Right.
Or stuff like that. So I just love even,
Poke
like,
around in our digital archives and
Yeah.
we'll have a blast.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we've got a program coming up. We actually just had one there to help people find their Native American ancestors, and we had like 72 people like show up for this program in the History Center, which was great. And we're doing another one on finding your Mexican ancestors and using tools to do that too.
Yes.
So I know. So I will send you that information.
Please, yes. I want to see. Because, I'm on 23andMe, and that tells me, like,
Right.
oh,
Some people don't know that you can actually just come to the library and use Ancestry.com for free.
Really?
really?
Son of
Pro tip. Pro tip. Come. I'm going to tell Tammy because she's. I
LinkedIn Learning, we got you covered
No
there.
kidding?
Wow.
Yep. No
I,
subscription needed.
Son of a bitch.
But anyway, I can talk libraries all day.
Hey, mute me real quick.
I have to mute everybody.
Mute everybody.
I think everyone is though.
Right?
No.
Mine was 1.8%. I think.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Mine was not.
Mine said, hey, you got. Mine said 7.5. I don't know what that means. And
Okay. Here
then
we
it
go.
said uncut after that.
Okay. So
Oh my gosh.
so continuing on
sorry.
with the normal regularly scheduled program.
Woo!
So something else that y'all have that you started was last year the first one or no? The 817 showcase.
Yes, last
Okay.
year was so we'd done different concerts. We started the Tulip series as a way to help get artists introduced, and we always make sure that the artists get paid
Right.
when they have a gig. That we work through Amplify 817, but we really wanted something that was a signature for Amplify. And what better day to tie it to than the 17th of August? And so we decided, and then actually. Council member Elizabeth Beck had gone to the director of the library at the time and the director of public events and said, okay, Will Rodgers Auditorium is iconic. Why aren't we doing something with this wonderful music service with this wonderful venue?
Yeah.
And so Mike and Manya got together and the idea was born. And so then we were off to the races planning last year's showcase and had an opportunity to entertain around 400 people on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Hey,
all
by the
day.
way,
It was a hellacious rainstorm.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was insane.
I haven't experienced a rainstorm like that in the middle of summer in a long time.
and hail too.
Oh yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah.
It really was. So yeah, and then it was such a hit that it was like, okay, well let's keep this thing going and let's grow this.
Yeah.
So here we are rolling into year 2. And now it's more of an 817 celebration. So the Will Rodgers people are going to put on a concert on the 17th, on Thursday the 17th. And then our showcase is going to be on Friday, the 18th. And it's great to see something that you start, like really keep growing.
So what can you tell us about what people can expect from the August 18th showcase?
Okay, so I think Rita has done an amazing job selecting a really diverse selection out of the Amplify 817 portfolio. Because, we're not just one genre or anything like that.
Right.
So we will start the evening with Goisagi, which is a taiko drum band,
Yeah.
outside of the auditorium
Oh, perfect.
for a pre-show, if you will. And then moving inside to the main stage, we'll start with Amanda Victoria, who just came on this year, actually just this last round. So a new artist. And, she's that kind of like pop diva singer-songwriter blend.
Yeah.
Really love her stuff. And getting to work with her has been really fun. And then we're going to move into Fantamello, which I think you
Yeah,
guys
love
have. I mean,
Fantamello,
come on.
for sure.
They're great. And so again, a whole different kind of sound. And then Denver Williams, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight, but just did one of our off the records. That's going to
Which was amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it's really good.
We
did
got a
like
little
it.
sneak
Loved it.
peek. Yeah.
You liked it?
It was
Yeah,
great.
I
Loved
did.
it.
I did. Like I not the second song that he played.
Oh, yeah.
Was like Key Lime Pie was the
Yes.
first one,
Right, right.
And the second one, I was like, God damn, this is something that I can listen to on a soundtrack. It could be in a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it pumped me up, honestly.
So that episode will drop on Thursday.
And that interview
but-
is really good. She means on Thursday for all you peasants because
Oh, sorry.
we've already seen it because we're amazing people. No, they're amazing for letting us be able to watch it. But yeah, and the interview with Rita was awesome. It
Yeah.
was fantastic.
So yeah, Denver will also be in the lineup, and then our headliner is none other than the forefather of Amplify 817.
Who?
Lou Charles.
Who is Lou?
Who is Lou?
Who is
Who
Lou?
is Lou?
Who's Lou?
Yeah, it's like you need that little sound
I
thing
wish
that
we had
Chico's
that.
always hitting,
Yeah.
like choo choo. So yeah, we're gonna close out the evening with none other than Mr. Lou Charles,
Hell
and it's
of a
gonna be.
show.
I mean, it's a great lineup, and then if you want to talk about just the spectrum of music in Fort Worth,
Right.
It's
Kinda
just
hits on a
it's
little bit
great
of everything,
opportunity,
doesn't it?
right? Yeah.
How much is something like this going to cost the normal person?
I'm kind of like loose in the pockets. I'm pretty
I
poor
believe
after
it's-
eating at Walloon.
Is it
I was gonna say this is when he's like, I'm not going.
$8.17? Is that it?
No.
Oh.
It's actually free admission.
Hey,
You fool! It's free.
You fool!
If it's a library program, it is gonna be free.
I
And
feel
so-
foolish.
You mean like when we were bumblebees at the
it's
spelling bee?
spelling bee.
That was also free.
That was that was so meaningful that you guys did that. I loved that, and you brought me a wonderful gift basket from South by Southwest. That was so sweet. But yes, I still have pictures of you guys dressed as bumblebees.
Whose idea was that to dress up like bees?
I think it was yours. Yeah. But no, admission is absolutely free, and that's thanks to actually community donors through the Fort Worth Public Library Foundation, right? So people who donate to the foundation end up funding Amplify, whether or not you're buying our shirts or making donations through the Amplify 817 website. There's some bigger donors that are coming on board because they really want to support what they see what we're doing. Like the proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah,
Like
right.
we are putting our money where
Right,
we
and it's
said
growing.
we were.
It's like every few months or every even year, it just like keeps growing, and more events are happening. Y'all have like free concerts. Is it still Tulips?
We are still doing some at Tulips. Yep.
And I know
Actually,
that like Tavo
with
the Trill's coming up here pretty soon.
yeah,
too.
on the 27th. That one
that's
will
gonna
be
awesome.
dope. JOE is going to be at that show as well.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, already
Constantly having stuff.
I am really proud to say that we said when we were going to start, Amplify 817, and we were going to support entrepreneurs, right? We were going to put money in their pockets in a meaningful way. That's why we pay them up front for their licensing. Like they don't have to stream pennies or tenths of a penny per sound, right? Like we pay them up front when they come onto the platform. And so far, we've invested around $60,000 right into the pockets of local artists.
Wow.
In the last 3 years, and that's through donors and other helpers. So love it.
And all this is made by donors like you.
Nice. Nice.
Yikes!
All right. It all sounds fantastic, right? And
But what?
no. Knowing that we've been a part of it unofficially through Amplify 817, it was like we were when we got taken in and started doing this stuff. This is how I felt. I felt like we were officially unofficial Amplify 817 ambassadors, right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I felt like we were 100% a part of Amplify 817, and that's all because of you and Rita, and just encouraging our growth, which y'all were pivotal for us at the beginning of our stuff. So
Appreciate y'all.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
We love you.
You're welcome.
I'm definitely excited to make it to this show because the guys got to do the little show pre-show thing last year
Oh, with Robin. Yeah.
with
that was
Robin,
amazing.
right? And I was out of
Better
town, so I
chat.
didn't-
Let's don't get it twisted. It was better chat.
Right, and I didn't get
Oh,
to
I
go,
forgot.
so I get to go this year. So I'm pretty stoked about being able to check out the showcase and
It's
see all the
gonna be great.
musicians, see Lou, of course. But yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
So
I mean,
come-
you guys, you get to see Lou Charles for free.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
I
Like-
know.
And it's
I
always a good
mean-
time. It's always a good time.
Always a good time. And how many people have missed Louapalooza this year? Like we missed
Right.
it. Like it's like okay,
God
I understand.
Last time I saw Lou, I had to spend
Sound-
$60 just to see Ludacris, so I could see Lou. It was bullshit. All I wanted to see was Lou.
Like nobody wanted to see Lou. Like a lot of the locals are like, I didn't want to see Luda. I just wanted to go see Lou.
I want to
you
see
know?
Lou. I want to see Lou at Tannehill's. You know what? It was a great show, but Lou, man, he fucking killed
Yeah, he
it.
did.
So
was
here's
awesome.
the thing: if anybody asks you that you want to go, if you want to go to the Amplify 817 showcase, your response should be only, "Bitch, why not?" That's what it should be.
That's well done.
Don't leave her hanging.
Yes.
Don't leave
So
her hanging.
hang on.
Yes.
I want you to ask me. Just ask me.
Tim,
Yeah.
why would you want to go check out the 817 showcase on August 18th?
Bitch, why not?
Well done. Clip end right there.
Yeah.
Hey, so last year you had a couple good vendors over there. You know, Jack Dahl was over there selling his art, and
Becca Wall,
Yeah,
and yeah.
So what are we looking forward to this year?
So this year, we're going to actually be doing something really unique this year, which is part of our instrument lending program. So we're actually going to be accepting instrument donations at the
Very cool.
at the showcase. And so like we've had other artists in the past year help us with this, like Jacob Furr, who has a new album coming out. It's
Yes.
going to be amazing. Anyway, so at the showcase, if you bring an instrument, now we're taking like percussion, string, keyboard, nothing you've put your mouth on, okay?
Like violin.
on you.
I could bring a cheap little violin I have.
Sure.
Would that help?
And
Hey, you can't put your
yeah.
mouth on it.
He has put his mouth on it.
I thought that's how you played the violin.
My man here, Deep Throats Go-Gurts.
And this is why Chad doesn't play, right?
Yeah. What? No, what?
So anyway, the first 10 donations are going to get a special new swag bag with a whole bunch of new Amplify swag.
Oh, snap.
So that'll be something that is really new for us this year. But it's another way for us to introduce instrument lending because a lot of people don't know. You can check out electric guitars and amps and drums and keyboards and things from your Fort Worth Public Library, but you can.
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Also, no fees.
So what you're
No
saying
late
is,
fees.
if you
No
are,
fines. Yeah.
No fines. Yes.
let's just say hypothetically, that I am a musician and my amp blows, but I'm here at Fort Worth resident. I can go and check out an amp to go do my gig if I need to.
Yeah. I mean,
I could possibly do that, like
sure.
in a pinch. Like I
think-
could check out something.
Okay. Yeah. In a pinch.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
saying
if
to do
you're
that.
like if you're gigging on a patio, this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
not something like
Right? No, I'm not saying like.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, music hall, right? But like,
But no, we've got Fender amps and,
Yeah.
stuff like that for all kinds. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I love it.
Do you
I
all
absolutely
rent
love it.
turntables too?
not at this time.
Dag nabbit.
Not
But we
yet.
have a lot. We have a lot of interest. We don't rent anything, but you can check out karaoke machines. You can check out Wi-Fi hotspots. You can check out telescopes. You can check out geocaching.
Really?
kits.
Telescopes?
Mm-hmm.
That's legit.
Geocache kits.
Yeah,
What?
Y'all do 3D printers too?
Dude,
we
Geocaching.
do
Have you ever
3D
done
printing
geocaching?
too.
I've never done geocaching.
And at our new library, we have this thing that like it laser cuts wood, and I don't know what you call it.
What?
It's called
It's a
a
woodcutter with
it's a-
lasers.
Yeah.
It has a special name. I know I sound like ditzy, but I
We need to.
do you
we
have
need to
sharks
do
with freaking lasers in their heads?
and you can even check out robots.
We could do a
What?
whole. We could do a whole promo where it's talking about like that. It's it's a machine that cuts wood with lasers and
Right.
have like the 80s like star bursts and stuff like that happens and
Is it called a glow forge?
I think what's Rita saying? Rita says
There's
I
a bit
can't
of a
read
wait
from
list
here.
on several of the items we have, but we're adding new stuff all the time.
including banjos. Banjos were really
Meow, meow,
popular.
meow,
We had
meow.
one banjo when we launched, and it was like there was like 13 people on a wait list for this banjo, and then there were 30 people on this wait list for this
Wow.
banjo, and I'm like, okay, there's an interest for banjos.
12
Like,
12
we have
of
now
those
discovered
names.
this.
12 of those names are Joe Patnev. Joseph Neville's like, I want to rent that banjo.
I need that banjo.
So
That's so cool.
I
Like, we
mean-
need to make a Funky Panther little wood burning thing or laser wood.
What?
okay.
Can we do?
I feel like now I want to do like one of those, Ronco commercials with you guys. But wait, there's more. And then I'm like,
Every time you talk about
It's
the
so
library,
lovely.
there's always more. Like, y'all are growing and doing some
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
stuff. The people that don't even realize it because it's just assumed to be books and
think about
movies.
it. We have 90 artists on Amplify 817 now.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
It's fantastic. And I really hope people will just tune in and find somebody new that you're going to
Who's
love.
over there?
Your sister and Leslie.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right. So it's time for questions from a jar. We still haven't named this, so we're going to call it Questions from a Jar.
You know, it'd be cool if they were stop being so fucking loud over there.
Wow.
That'd be great.
You know what's-
Calmate.
Hold on.
Can you hit me with the echo? Can you hit me with the echo? Can you hit me with the echo?
No,
Come on.
I'm not. I'm not set up for it.
What do you mean you're not set up for an echo? You do it for everyone else. You never hit me with the echo.
What the hell was that?
Questions from a jar.
Okay, that was
Perfect.
epic.
All right. Question number 1.
So
Oh no.
If you could choose any superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it to make a positive impact on the world?
Oh, it has to be a positive
It has
impact
to
on
be
the
a
world.
positive impact on the world. Because I think that last part was added for some shit that Javier would probably say, so it's got to be a positive
Right.
impact.
Yeah, instead of me trying to kill myself,
It'd be like him
No,
being
like-
invisible so he can see like through windows and things like that for
Yeah.
people.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a.
See through. Wait a
Not a
second.
pervert.
See through windows.
Yeah, you got to be invisible to
Oh.
see through windows.
That's how it works. That's exactly how it works.
I saw where
No,
you're
like
going.
he could like creep into someone's house and like watch them while they sleep or something like that.
Stop
Sounds like
it.
some
Stop
stuff
it.
that Javier would do.
I have seen him in my bedroom doing that.
Yeah, he couldn't.
He thinks I'm asleep.
I'm just
He
heavy
thinks he's
breathing,
invisible.
heavy breathing over Tim. Like,
You're not invisible, you idiot.
I can see you.
Go
All right.
away.
All right, superpower, positive impact. Go.
Teleportation.
Okay.
So that selfishly, so I just wouldn't be late to stuff so much, and I'd quit wrecking my car. But but if I could, maybe then I could rescue people and get them to healthcare professionals faster.
yeah.
Mine would be teleportation as well, so I could teleport into banks, get as much money as I can, and give some back to the poor.
Some back.
You're Rob-
so your
Robin
positive
Hood?
impact is giving some back.
You've seen the documentary Jumper,
Some.
haven't you, Tim?
Yes.
Oh, jumper.
Yes, it was a hit documentary. Right there with Back to the Future 1,
Indeed.
2, and 3.
How about you, Chad? What would you?
Mine would be flying. I like the idea of teleportation because I feel like it'd be much better to go from point A to point B quicker. Like I wouldn't have to like travel
But how is flying going to have a positive impact?
because I can fly around and spot when people need help. You know what I mean? Like when that cat was on that tree, I'd be able to fly right up and pull that cat right down. We wouldn't even have to call the fire department.
As
We
they
didn't
claw
need
your
anybody.
claws your eyes out.
No,
Oh my
I'm great
God.
with
Or
cats or something.
you can teleport to that cat and then teleport back down.
But what if we're teleporting things and not just ourselves?
Yes, like grain, bags
like
of
that.
grains.
Are you talking about because of the
Think
new
about
rice
children.
shortage?
Think about it, like we could help the starving people in starving places.
Yes. Ah, I choose teleporting also.
Okay. Y'all just all choosing the same superpower?
What a loser!
What a bunch
He
of
wants to-
losers.
He wants to fly. Oh, look at me! I'm in France. Look at me. I'm in England. I'm in Antarctica.
I want to be
love
able
you
to fly.
guys.
You gotta bundle up really big because it's like cold up there.
You know what's great though? Is
I
we'll,
don't care. half of it is part of the travel.
we'll
You know what I mean? You
teleport and we'll be sitting there waiting for Chad. Late.
Okay, let me add travel real fast.
Yeah.
Fly real fast.
The government's gonna track Chad because he's gonna be a man with a bunch of
That's
coats.
true.
And
You
like,
do need to
gas
specify.
masks.
You do need to specify, right? Because you could fly at
It's
this
like
rate,
super slow. I want to fly real fast. You know what I mean? Okay.
supersonic.
My
the worst.
uncle had an airplane.
Yeah.
They flew down to like Corpus Christi one time.
Okay.
Navigating via 35, going as fast as the cars were going.
Oops.
There was no point in flying.
Right.
Why would they
That's
do
how I
that?
picture Chad with his flight.
Oh.
It took me 3 hours to get to Austin. What? All right.
Hey, genius! You should have driven.
You should have chose teleportation, you idiot.
You would have been all worn out or just been taking gas.
Hey,
All
Chad!
right.
Look, Chad! I'm in Austin.
All right, question number 2. If you could spend a day with any historical figure, who would you choose and what would you do together?
Hitler, so I can shoot him in the head.
Okay, well, there's
That's
one.
what you
No.
would. That's what you would.
That was pretty
Hold on,
quick.
but hang on. Which Hitler? Like
Baby Hitler.
Baby Hitler.
Yeah.
Baby Hitler would be so difficult to kill, though.
I won't kill the baby, but I kill the baby Hitler.
But you know that you have to kill him. But he's a baby. But you know you have to kill him.
Tim, would you just move on?
These conversations are so different without beer. I'm just saying.
She's like, I enjoy watching these on the TV, not so much when I'm in these conversations.
also, being sober.
Right. Tim, what would your historical figure be?
I would like to. Oh man, that's really tough. There's a lot of cool historical figures.
No.
I think I would like to hang out with JFK.
Okay.
And then
And-
shoot him?
No,
Sweet mother Mother
I'm
of
sorry.
milk. Are you kidding me?
Okay, we're going to censor this part.
No. I would like to
not.
hang out with JFK before
Before he got
November,
shot?
yeah.
No way. No way.
and tell him
I want to hang out with him after.
like the
Jesus Christ, dude.
With Maryland?
the day before,
Okay.
and tell
When he
him
was in Fort Worth.
and tell him, hey, dude, you probably should put the top on.
Oh, Chad, Tim, we're getting a call right now.
Oh no! Somebody
It's
said,
JFK.
"Do you want to pick his brain?" Ouch!
Oh, my God.
That's brutal.
Wow.
Mr. President, what do you think about that question? I'm not too satisfied with that question, Jared. And I gotta say that Tales from the Fort is the worst podcast ever created. Also, Marilyn, call me. I miss you. That was
My
JFK.
Lord.
JFK, everybody.
Hey, thanks for calling in, JFK.
No, but like seriously, like to warn him, the day before we'd hang out, we'd talk, and then once I got in like real close with him, I'd give him that forewarning, like, hey, you're gonna drive through Dallas. I know that's where you're going. You need to put the top on.
And then you'd be arrested for conspiracy because they thought you were
That's
the
true.
reason that
Exactly.
happened.
True.
So then all of a sudden you'd just be arrested, and he'd probably still do the same thing, and you wouldn't be able to pick his brain.
But then I would jump back into the present, so it'd be
Tell
okay.
me more,
Okay.
future boy.
All right, moving on. Back to our actual guest to answer the question.
Wow.
Historical figure, and what would you do?
Okay. No guns.
Oh.
I would love to meet Lou Gehrig.
Okay.
You guys know I love baseball.
Yeah.
Yes.
To my core, but to talk about like mental mindset. Like I mean, like what other kind of mindset would there be?
No,
Like,
mental mindset
Yeah.
is very important.
but that mindset of perseverance and just I would love to just know how he got through what he got through.
So would you want? So you're talking like during his disease process versus prior to?
Kind of both,
Kind of both,
actually. Like maybe like right around the speech time, right? Where like he knew he's wrapping up something that, was monumental at that point, right? And yet was facing something that was monumental. Like how do you get your head right with that? I would love that, and I deeply admire Lou Gehrig.
Would
so.
you want to immediately after him writing the speech, or like after
Giving the speech.
Giving the speech.
Probably giving this speech, I think.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to affect. I think if you were right after he wrote it, it would affect it, right? So after would be.
Well, I don't know that. I know that's kind of a big ego kind of thing to think that I would affect his speech.
You
but,
don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. You don't
I'm
wanna,
from the
you,
future.
You don't want to.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, I mean, like I don't want to mess with the space-time continuum.
What happens
you
to me?
obviously do.
Of course.
Same.
So, and so do you.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
Marty!
I just would love to know where he was, and then how he got there.
That's cool.
Nice. Very cool.
I like that.
All right, last question.
Last question.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you answer?
I did not. If you could eliminate
let him-
one chore or task from your daily routine, what would it be and why? Chore or task you would no longer have in your daily routine.
Ooh.
I already got mine in my head.
Go for it.
Laundry.
You
I
just say-
hate folding laundry and putting it up. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't mind washing it or drying it. I just hate putting it away.
Well, yeah, because you just throw it in.
I know.
It's not work.
If I could just whistle like in the Disney movies
While you twerk.
and then have like the little animals come and do all the stuff like in Cinderella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before that, but
It's kind of like a tie for me between doing the dishes. Although, what really? It would just be like cleaning the floors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got tile and hardwood and carpet, and it's just like, it just takes for
if
freaking
you
ever.
do
And
it
I've got
right-
2 big dogs and 2 messy kids.
You're brooming, you're sweeping, you're vacuuming,
nonstop.
you're mopping, and then
It's
you're
all of
like
it.
dusting
We're calling
the
it brooming
floorboards.
now.
You're brooming.
You're
you know what I
brooming,
mean?
you're
brooming so
you're
hard.
a witch and you're brooming around and you're flying broom.
No, yeah, I think the floors are the worst if you do it right. Like I do one of
Yeah.
those things once a week, probably, but like not all at once. You know what I mean?
It's
I just
just
kind of
non-stop for me. And
Well,
that's where
because
it's
you gotta sweep and you
Gotta-
gotta.
no broom. You got
gotta
to broom.
you got a
You gotta-
broom.
yeah.
And then
You
you
gotta-
got to sweep
and then
then
there's
after you broom.
Then there's stuff on floorboards, and then there's like it's just and I can't. Yeah, I think nope. I think that's going to definitely outpace dishes. It's going to be floors.
Floors for sure. Me too.
I'm gonna say floors too. I didn't really think about it because
Because you don't do the floor.
I don't do the floors. I have a Swiffer sweeper. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool.
Oh,
It ain't gonna do it, bro.
No,
It ain't gonna do
Swiffer
it.
Doesn't cut it.
No.
Okay.
So,
Tim, you have some stuff for us to look at, I think, right?
I do, and
Uh-oh.
let's go ahead and let me cue this up here so we have some volume, and let's just blind react to the first video that we have on there.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Hoping that the hoping that the audio works here. So let's give it a go.
What? I'm telling you, I'm getting
Okay.
the
We've
fuck
seen
off,
this.
So we've seen
and
this,
there's a
right?
reason
Right.
why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either
I just
believe
wanted
it or
everybody
they
to understand
cannot
this real quick,
believe
'cause I've got an
it.
update.
I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
What's her at, though?
All right, so if
Explain, and you can fucking die with them or not.
what if I told you she's from Dallas?
I believe it.
Oh, yeah, I'd believe that.
So they've identified her. It's Tiffany
Amber Thiessen.
Gomez. Gomez.
Why are we
Gomez?
gonna dox people right now,
Gomas.
Tim?
It's already been doxed, right? She is like the CEO of a. She's a publicist. Like she does like she's yeah
She's like the anti of what should have been in this video.
right.
What?
38 years old
Okay.
and has had successful companies. In fact, she was put in like a magazine as one of the people like up and coming people to look for.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And here she is acting crazy. Now
Was she on something? Like, did they
they
know?
haven't said anything, but she's
Interesting.
deleted her entire social media presence.
Yeah, I bet she did.
You know what she should have done if she would have
Start an
taken some-
OnlyFans.
If I didn't say that, that was Tim.
I
But
was
that's what
reading
she-
your mind.
I was gonna say if she would have gone and done some PR training with the Fort Worth
No,
Library,
you
then
weren't
she
say-
would have
you
been
weren't gonna
able
say
to.
that.
You were
Yeah.
so
know
not
what to
saying
say.
that.
Okay, but I think there should
She
be a
was having
second
an
one.
episode of some kind.
Something,
I mean,
right?
come on.
So there were some things like I guess like about a AirPods issue and some other stuff. So who knows what was going on? But there's
Okay.
a second one.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and play it?
I would like for you to play it
I would like for you to play it, please, sir.
if it's yeah.
Man,
Oh,
so-
the audio's not
what?
working.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can play it through my phone real quick.
Hold on.
What is that?
Where's the pause? It usually gives me like a little pause button. Okay, let me just turn this off. Let me.
Why did it work on that one?
I don't know.
That looked like Captain Jack Sparrow and Richard Simmons and a mashup of like
Okay, I've got.
And
Robert
where's
Downey
Waldo
Jr.
and
I
Carrot
don't-
Top?
Yeah, yes, there you
It
go.
is. It's
Yeah.
carrot. It is Carrot Top.
It's Carrot
Is
Top.
it?
That's
Okay.
Carrot Top.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, it's
Wow.
the audio's not working. Okay.
No, that's from the video though. Like it's on the same thing as everything else was.
okay. Let me just. I'll play the audio real quick.
Okay.
Let me.
Man, he looks awful. Holy shit.
He's old, Chad.
He's not that old.
Back to a day in hell of flying. So we were on the airplane from Dallas to take off to Orlando, and some woman lost her marbles. I mean, literally.
Fucking Carrot Top was on the flight.
What?
Is he the one that she was yelling at that wasn't real?
That's my thought.
Is it because he's a ginger?
No, because he
We were off
looks
the
like
plane.
that.
Well,
She got her
'cause if he
wish.
was
We're
on the
all,
plane
we're
like that-
deplaned,
Oh, yeah,
off the
totally.
plane, and now we're waiting in the lobby. The whole entire flight is waiting in the lobby because they're going to have to sweep the plane to
Hang
check
on.
to see if there's anything. I don't know. They're sweeping. I don't know if they've sent the bomb unit in, or they look like housekeepers went on. So they're gonna send the housekeepers.
Is
on
it the
plane
bomb
and
unit
just
or the
sweep up and
housekeepers?
make sure there's no
You can usually
pretzel
tell a difference.
debris, and then we can take off to Orlando. But can you believe that?
They're gonna sweep up the debris.
I was gonna see the fireworks in Orlando just in time, but now this fucking lunatic lady lost her mind. So
I bet you it was about him. He's probably
How
like, yeah, it's
fucking-
me. I'm Carrot Top. And she's like, you're not Carrot Top. He's like, I'm Carrot Top. And she goes, that motherfucker right there.
Well, you
He's
just
not
saw
real.
y'all
Not
just saw
real.
him on there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think he's real either.
No, he looks
Well-
like a make-believe character.
he is a character. He's straight from The Simpsons.
Right.
That's Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, essentially.
100%. Okay, so did I have any other videos on there?
No, those are
cool.
fake.
Those are the two videos.
Crap out of me.
Yes.
All right, so I know we've talked about our feelings about Donald Trump
Yes.
and everything. However, I've got to play this because it's perfect, and y'all are gonna laugh. I feel.
It's the funniest thing.
They want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good, right? Has anybody ever tried?
It just
Seriously,
fits
the
so
newspaper's made
good.
out of paper, right? It disintegrates as you.
All they
drink
do is
it. If
put
you have a
Seinfeld
nice
music on
stomach
it?
this time, this would have no chance. By the time you get finished, the straw is totally disintegrated. Does anybody walk around with a plastic straw? Because it's not bad. You know, you whip it out.
Kind
boom,
of does
boom.
sound like a Jerry
It
Seinfeld
does.
bit.
It does.
So they want to ban straws. I said, oh, really? What about the cart? What about the plate? What about the knives and the spoons that are plastic? Oh, they're okay. But the straws we got to ban.
That's kind of perfect.
So my question is was Jerry writing for him this entire time? When we just played? Is that
We were-
what
we
is
were
that what
played.
happened?
This is a whole wag the
The
dog
whole
situation.
thing was a bit. The whole 4 years was a bit.
I 100% feel like it had to have been
It could have been.
because you throw the Seinfeld music and it's perfect.
Yeah.
And now it's just a joke.
Now I feel like I won't be able to unhear that. Like I'm just going to hear
I
that
know.
music anytime I hear him speak about anything. I'm going to hear that in the background.
It makes it more bearable.
It makes it funny for sure.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I've got on that. Now I do have an update though. A year ago we talked about that crazy cobra that got out in Grand Prairie.
That crazy old cobra.
A legitimate, not like a cartoon thing like you made it sound
Like
just
a
now.
real
A crazy cobra. A
You mean
real
like,
cobra
You mean like
snake.
Cobra Kai? Like, the Karate Academy?
No, an actual snake that
No.
got out here in North Texas.
Yeah, so the guy was the guy who lost him was actually finally sentenced to jail, 180 months, I believe, or something like that. I have to go back and look at it. I don't have the article didn't pull up.
So like 12, 13 years?
No,
Like,
not,
why don't they
not
just
quite
do
that long.
years?
It wasn't quite that long.
Right?
That's too many months.
Like,
100,
how old is your
180
kid?
days. 180 days.
180 months.
180
180,
months.
180 days. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
180 days in jail, and then
Okay.
he also has to be on probation for like an additional several months afterwards. And they got him for releasing a exotic animal. That was what his
And
thing
extremely
was.
poisonous. Yeah.
So here's what got me as I read through the article. This guy wasn't trained in snakes or anything. He was a lottery winner. He won a large sum off of scratch-offs and went and bought 2 fucking cobras. And kept them in cases, in like a case that did not have a latch. And the cobra had gotten out before.
Oh my gosh.
And here we are.
Wait, now he had 2 cobras?
2 cobras.
So is the other one accounted for?
From my knowledge, yes.
Okay.
I think it's in the possession of like a zoo now.
Well, one would hope.
All right. So what exotic animal would you keep if you won the lottery?
Ooh.
Man.
That just needs to go in the jar.
That's a pretty good one right there, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so exotic animal that I would keep. I would want I think I would want a primate of some sort,
Okay.
or a giraffe.
Like the one from Friends, like a little one?
Like the capuchin.
Yes, like a
Yeah.
capuchin would be cool. I got to play with capuchins in Honduras.
I don't like the way you
Your
said that.
picture with the monkey on your head
I got
is
a
like
monkey
the
on my head.
biggest grin on your
Look,
face ever.
I'm going to tell you that was one of the happiest moments of my life.
It was
I'm so sorry.
I'm telling you.
Sad.
I'm so sorry.
No, okay. So that was
a good picture.
it. Was
guys.
such
It was
an
a funny
enjoyable.
picture.
It was pouring down rain the entire time we were there.
Right. You were wearing a poncho, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. We were soaked to the bone, and it was chilly. And I got to play with these monkeys, and they just like jump up on you. They tell you don't entice them, but I was enticing them.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the monkeys, man. I wanted to take one home with me. So a capuchin would be good,
Okay.
or a giraffe.
Theresa?
I am so over taking care of animals. I can't even really think about like.
Just what
don't
one? If you didn't have any animals and you were like, man, I'm
You
rich.
won't have to take care of it.
I don't
You're
give a
so
shit.
rich.
I'm just gonna have this one thing because I think it'd be awesome.
I don't know, maybe like a kangaroo.
Oh, kangaroo! There's a farm out towards Brock and all that has kangaroos.
Really?
And the not animal shelter, but the
Sanctuary.
animal hospital here over in River Oaks, Town and Country, treats them.
Wow.
In fact, I
What's
came
the
up there to
smell?
bring my dog to get shots and whatnot.
And you got kicked right in the face by a
There was
kangaroo.
2 fucking baby kangaroos behind the counter.
Wow.
And they had these pouches that are made out of fabric hanging on the walls.
That's awesome.
And there's a French bulldog that hangs out with them.
That's cool.
They said they can't bring them up there anymore because they're big. But but there's 2 fucking baby kangaroos.
Yeah.
Insane.
Kangaroos.
That'd be cool.
I really like those cats. I don't know what they're called. You probably know because you know all about the cats. There's it's like a wild cat.
Serval?
I think yes, yeah, the ones you can like. Some people have in their homes.
The big
they're not
ones.
like they're big. They're not small cats, but they're not
It's
like,
like a-
the pointy ears.
Like
They
a
look
serval
like they're
or African savanna cat or whatever.
they
I think
look
it's the
like
same
they're
thing.
basically
yeah.
from Egypt. Like they
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like an Egyptian type of cat. Yeah, those are pretty
cool.
legit.
Yeah.
and they're designed like their fur looks pretty legit. That or an octopus. Octopus you can actually buy.
Yeah, you could get that pretty easily.
And then I'll eat it.
No, I think those things are some of the coolest animals.
You got to
alive.
watch out for them though, because
get out.
They escape the
They're
tank.
escape
No, I don't
artists.
want things to escape.
You got to like enclose the top because they'll just get out and kind of like crawl on the floor and like hang out
And then die because there's no water.
So they're not the
Not
smartest,
the smartest one. Exactly.
but they're kind of smart.
But which kind of
They're
octopus?
like aliens.
Like a little one, or would you want a bigger one?
I want a big one.
Like a big one.
Like
yeah.
if I could have like, I think that's where the real coolness would be, is like having a big ass fish tank, so you could have like an octopus in there, because octopus is not that hard to like acquire, but like having a big ass aquarium, that would be the shit.
Yeah, you
I
just
would
got to go find
love
the
to have a
ocean
big-
and scoop one up.
I mean, yeah, why
Yep,
not?
That's it.
What about you, Javier?
Probably a capybara or a red panda.
oh,
Red panda would be
red
cool.
panda would be great.
Those things are awesome.
Forgot about yeah.
You know what I mean? What if we just got one of those Chinese bears? You know what I mean? The ones that are essentially people.
You know what? I believe now, after seeing more videos,
That
it's
it is a person.
No, it's not a person. It's an actual bear.
Really?
I think
It's just a video that kind of makes it look like a person.
No.
With the lumpy butt.
With the
Like-
yes.
Yeah,
I was going to
yeah.
say a saggy ass, but yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Sass.
I've seen a lot of videos coming out here lately after watching that one, because once you watch one of those and you like it on TikTok, they just start
that's all.
showing you more
Feeds it to
videos.
you all day long, yeah.
And it's these videos of people at zoos, and these gorillas are wanting to like see what's in people's purses and asking for food and things like that, and like trying to figure out like, oh, you can't give me the food through here, and then like looking around, or wanting to see like phones and stuff like that, because people are holding up tablets and letting them see that, and like the zoos don't want you to do that. They want let these
Reduce
primates
the screen time of the gorillas.
right, because now they're addicted to the fucking screen time, right?
Yeah.
But I also saw one where one of the gorillas at a primate exhibit was telling them in sign language, "Do not feed me. I can't have food." Like he was signing that. I'm like, that is fucking crazy.
That's
Wow.
nuts. All right, Theresa. Well, it's been so much fun having you here on the
It has
show.
been
What do
fun.
you want to plug? What do you want to say before we go ahead and start wrapping up?
I would love for your listeners to visit amplify817.org and listen to some of the amazing artists that we have in this city. There's so many different types of musicians and artists and groups, and we've got something for everybody. I really do believe that in Fort Worth. We really do. And then come out to the Amplify 817 showcase, because
Yes.
admission is free thanks to the foundation, and it's on August 18th, and it's going to be one hell of a show.
We'll be there for sure.
I love it.
Looking forward to it. And then you could find on social medias at Amplify 817.
At Amplify 817.
Awesome. You want to plug yours, or you just go with Amplify 817?
Amplify's good.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us on YouTube. If you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on all things social media at The Funky Panther, and all of this at thefunkypanther.com. Anything else you boys want to say?
There's a nude cruise coming out of Galveston that you can
Have
take.
mercy.
A nude cruise.
All nude. It's on a Carnival ship, but it's not put on by Carnival. Look it up. Enjoy.
You heard it first.
That's all I got.
And donate to Saving Hope Rescue
Absolutely.
any chance you have. I know I've donated at least like $300 in the last 2 weeks. They need help with for their medicals, for their medical bills, and they bring pets from out of state and rescue them. So please find it in your heart to donate to them, because it's such a great cause, and they're such a great organization and great people that help.
Awesome. Well, stay good, everybody. Thank you, Theresa, for hanging out with us. We
Thanks
really,
for
really
having me.
appreciate you.
We love you so much. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, especially, whatever, big thing you're going to have us on.
Absolutely.
I know you
We
are.
appreciate you. Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are.
the Funky Panther!
Ah.
Okay, bye.
Bitch, why not? Just got paid, but I blow a couple racks off top. Bitch, why not? Walked in with the juice, went through the bride non-stop. Bitch, why not? Live life like a movie, my life a movie. Bitch, why not? Bitch, why not? Why not? 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 Wanna catch 'em, catch 'em. myself, setting records in my lane like Michael Phelps. Still pull up skirts, something in a brand new drop.